Listen to these two sentences. When my friend called, I cooked dinner. When my friend called, I was cooking dinner. One word changed. Cooked became was cooking. Both sentences are correct English, but they tell two completely different stories. The first one means the phone rang and then I got up and started cooking. The call came first. The second one means I was already in the kitchen. The food was already on the stove. The call landed in the middle of it. Now, a lot of lessons will tell you this is about long actions and short actions. It isn't. And that's exactly why it keeps confusing you. It's about something much simpler. How much of the action you're showing me. Let's go. Quickly, the two forms first, so we all start in the same place. It's cooked, one word. That is the simple past. Most verbs just add ed. Some change completely. Go becomes went. See becomes saw. I was cooking. Two words, was or were, plus the verb with ing. That is the past continuous. Was watching. We're eating. Use was with I, he, she, and it. Use were with you, we, and they. That's the whole form. Now the useful part. Here is the difference, and it's two sentences long. The simple past gives you the whole action, start to finish. I cooked dinner. There's the beginning, there's the middle, there's the end, all of it in one word. I've handed you the complete action. The past continuous gives you only the middle. I was cooking dinner. No beginning, no end, just a piece from the middle with the action still going. And here's the important part. The dinner didn't change. Same food, same kitchen, same evening. The only thing that changed is how much of it I showed you. The whole thing, or just the middle. So when would you ever want to give someone only the middle? It is in two situations. 1. When you're describing a scene, painting a picture of what things were like. 2. When you're saying what was going on at a particular time. That's it. Whole action or the middle. Everything else in this video comes out of that. This is where it matters most, when there are two things in one sentence. I was walking home when it started to rain. Look at what each part is giving you. Was walking, that's the middle. I don't tell you when I left. I don't tell you when I got home. I'm just showing you what was going on. That's the scene. And started to rain. That's a whole action. It's complete. It's the thing that happened inside my scene. That's the shape, and you'll see it again and again. The middle sets the scene. The whole action drops into it. A few more. She was sleeping when the alarm rang. The sleeping is the scene. The alarm is the event. We were eating when the lights went out. He was driving when he saw the accident. Your turn, fill both gaps. I blank when my phone blank. I was studying when my phone rang. The studying is the scene. I'm not telling you when it started or stopped. The phone ringing is the whole event. One quick tip, because these two little words confuse everybody. While goes with the scene. When goes with the event. While I was walking home, it started to rain. I was walking home when it started to rain. Same meaning, both correct. Just notice which word is sitting next to which verb. So after while, you'll almost always have was or were plus ing. After when, you'll almost always have the simple past. The two verbs don't always come out different. Sometimes you want the same thing twice, and that's completely normal. Let's look at an example of two scenes together. While I was cooking, my brother was watching TV. I'm describing the evening, two things going on side by side. Neither one is an event. Nothing interrupts anything. Now, let's look at an example of two whole actions, one after the other. I opened the door and walked in. No scene at all. Just one complete action, then the next. No ing anywhere. Hold on to that second one. We're coming back to it because it's where most people go wrong. Now here's what makes this really worth learning. If the simple past gives you the whole action, then it also gives you the end. And if the past continuous only gives you the middle, it never gives you the end. Listen to what that does. I read that book last night. The whole thing. I was reading that book last night. Only the middle. So I have no idea whether you finished it and what else happened during that time. Another one. I painted the kitchen. Whole action. The kitchen is painted. I was painting the kitchen. Middle only. Brush in your hand, half a wall still white. This is why I did my homework and I was doing my homework are not the same sentence. One of them contains the ending, the other one carefully doesn't. You'll also see was plus ing on its own with no second verb next to it. It's doing exactly the same job, and it's always one of those two situations from earlier. At 8 o'clock last night, I was studying. That's the second one. What was going on at a particular time, not when it started, not when it stopped, just the middle at 8 o'clock. It was raining, the wind was blowing, nobody was talking. That's the first one, describing a scene. Nothing has happened yet. I'm painting the picture and then the story starts. It was getting dark. My English was improving. Also a scene, the middle of something changing with no start and no finish. Those look like three separate rules. They're not. Every single one is the middle of something. Last thing before we practice. A few verbs never take ing no matter what. Know, want, like, need, understand, believe, remember. You don't say, I was knowing the answer. You say, I knew the answer. Not, I was wanting to go. I wanted to go. And it fits what we've been doing. These aren't actions. Knowing something doesn't start and stop, so there's no middle to take out of it. And that's the lesson. The whole action, start to finish, or just the middle of it. Everything we did came out of those two. Let's practice. I'm going to tell you what I want to say, and you tell me how to say it. That's the thing you actually need when you're speaking. I'll give you a few seconds each time. Pause whenever you need longer. Ready? 1. Both of these are correct English. When I arrived, she made coffee. When I arrived, she was making coffee. In which one was the coffee already on the stove before I got there? The second one. Was making is the middle, so it had already started. In the first one, she started after I arrived. 2. Same idea, new pair. I read the report. I was reading the report. In which one do I definitely know what the report said? The first one. The whole action includes the ending, so I got to the end. The second one is only the middle. I might have stopped on page 2. 3. Now you choose. You want to tell me the kitchen is completely painted. The job is finished. Do you say I painted the kitchen or I was painting the kitchen? I painted the kitchen. You want the whole action because you want the ending in there. 4. You're starting a story. Before anything happens, you want to describe that evening. The rain, the wind, the cold. Do you say it rained and the wind blew, or it was raining and the wind was blowing? It was raining and the wind was blowing. You're describing a scene, so you want the middle. 5. Quick one, and this is the only time in this whole video where one of them is actually wrong. I knew the answer immediately, or I was knowing the answer immediately. I knew. No isn't an action, so there's no middle to take. Never was knowing. 6. Now build the sentence yourself. Here's the situation. You sat down to eat. Halfway through your meal, your boss called. Say it in one sentence. I was having dinner when my boss called. The dinner is the scene. You're in the middle of it. The call is the whole event that lands inside it. 7. One more, you left the house. 10 minutes later, still on the road, it started to rain. Say it in one sentence. I was walking home when it started to rain. Same shape, scene, then event. 8. Last one, find the mistake. Yesterday, I was going to the market and I was buying vegetables. There's no scene here. I'm just telling you what I did. So both of them should be whole actions. Yesterday, I went to the market and bought vegetables. How did you do? If one or two slipped past you, that's completely normal. Go back to that part and watch it once more. One bonus before we finish. This one will make you sound really natural. Put the word always inside was plus ing, and it turns into a complaint. He was always losing his keys. She was always asking me for money. It doesn't mean every single time. It means it happened a lot and it annoyed you. Here's your challenge. In the comments, write me one sentence about something that interrupted you yesterday. Use this shape. I was doing something when something happened. Something like, I was walking to the office when my mother called. Pause the video and write it now. Done? Great. Let's put the whole video on one screen. Take a screenshot of this one. The simple past gives the whole action start to finish. I cooked dinner. The past continuous gives only the middle. I was cooking dinner. Use the middle for two things, describing a scene or saying what was going on at a particular time. In one sentence, the middle sets the scene and the whole action drops into it. I was walking home when it started to rain. While goes with the scene. When goes with the event. The whole action includes the ending. The middle leaves it out. So, I was reading it doesn't tell you if I finished. No, want, like, need. Not actions, so no middle and never ing. And if you're not sure, use the simple past. That's it, the whole thing or the middle of it. Once you hear it that way, you'll stop guessing. If you want more practice on either tense on its own, we have full lessons on both. The links are on the screen and in the description. And if you get stuck between I did and I have done, we've made a video on that one too. If this helped, please help us back. Like the video and subscribe. It really does make a difference. And share it with someone who's learning English with you. If there's a topic you're still struggling with, tell us in the comments and we'll make a video on it. See you in the next lesson.